Doug MPA back with another one. You guys remember that story I did earlier this year where that Facebook global DEI manager perpetuated that scam and scammed Facebook out of millions of dollars? Yeah, well, she got 5 years in prison, guys. 5 whole years. This one's called I Blew It Big Time. Former Facebook DEI head gets 5 years in prison for stealing millions. And guys, she got sentenced to 5 years, but how much of you believe she's going to spend that whole 5 years in prison? She's not going to. You want to know why? Because she's a woman. We're going to get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And it starts, a former head of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at Facebook and Nike was sentenced to 5 years in prison this week for a brazen fraud scheme she ran while working at the companies. Barbara Furlow Smiles. We'll see if she can keep that smile on her face when she's serving her prison time. Pled guilty in December to stealing more than $5 million from two massive companies, though the vast majority was taken during her time working for Facebook from 2017 to 2021. She used the stolen cash to fund a luxury lifestyle, prosecutors said. I blew it big time, Furlow Smiles admitted in a letter to the judge in her case. Furlow Smiles said she had a lifetime commitment to being a voice for disenfranchised people, but acknowledged that her actions added fuel to the fire of disengagement and attack of DEI efforts. Guys, you know that DEI is the Saiyan level form of the HR department. Most companies do not even need an HR department, let alone a diversity, equity, and inclusion department. And I'm glad to see that we're seeing a pushback. A lot of states are passing legislation to get rid of the university's DEI departments, and I'm so glad to see it. People should get hired on merit, not diversity, equity, and inclusion. Just exploiting her access to company credit cards at Facebook, which is now called Meta, Furlough Smiles would pay people for services they did not do for the company, and then have those people kick the money back to her. She brought dozens of people into her scheme, prosecutors said, including relatives, former interns from a prior job, nannies, a hairstylist, and her university tutor. Sometimes Furlough Smiles had Facebook directly paid third parties for personal goods or services, including $10,000 for specialty portraits and $18,000 for her child's preschool tuition. She would then submit false reports about the work that people had done for the company. She stole about $4.9 million from Facebook as part of the scheme, prosecutors said. After Furlough Smile was terminated from Facebook, she continued a similar scheme at Nike, where she worked from 2021 to 2023. At Nike, Furlough stole more than $100,000. So she went from Facebook, did the scheme, got off, and then did the same thing at Nike, guys. What was she thinking? And people just don't know how to stop. She shouldn't have done this anyway, but guys, I guarantee you, if she would have stopped at 1 million or 2 million, but she $4.9 million, guys. Come on. Furlough Smiles attorney Philip Hamilton has asked the court not to put her behind bars. In a sentencing memorandum, Hamilton argued that his client got caught up in Facebook's move fast and break things culture, that she was far from the only person who exploited the company's expenses for their own benefits. I keep saying this about white-collar crime, guys, and crime in general. Yes, a lot of people get away with embezzlement, fraud, all sorts of stuff. But do you want to be the one that gets caught? Do you really? Do you want to be the one that gets caught?
Nope.
Do you want to be the one in front of that judge?
Nope.
Do you want to be the one with a felony on your record?
Nope.
Hope the answer's no. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. Nothing's worth my freedom, guys. Nothing. I've never been arrested, never been to jail. No way. Barbara quickly learned that co-workers were friends with vendors and relied on those vendors to do certain things, which included providing kickbacks for referring Facebook businesses to them. It was the norm, Hamilton alleged in the memorandum. The number of diversity, equity, and inclusion positions like the ones held by Furlough Smiles rocketed in 2020 after the murder of, Minneapolis guy here. Can't say that word on YouTube. When many companies were forced to reckon with racial hiring disparities or issues within the workplace. But by the time the Furlough Smiles was arrested in December, the positions were falling out of favor. DEI initiatives became a frequent target of the people on the right, And when layoffs hit the tech sector, the positions were often among those that were first slashed, and good for that. And most of these DEI positions are filled by what? Women. Black women in particular. I'm so glad this DEI garbage is over with, and women like this are just making a better case for all of it to go away. So, Miss Furlough Smiles, I hope you keep that smile on your face and that black and white striped uniform you're going to be wearing. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.